Alexa. Oh. Dee da do dee da day. Dun dun dee. Dun da dee da day. Dun da dee. Dun 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 dee. Dun dun day. Dun dun da. Dun dun dee. Hi. Yo. Didn't look as good on my face. I know it didn't look as good on my face. I'm gonna work out a little bit. I'm gonna try to. Hi. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Alexa, stop. Al. What are the options here? Never work out and just eat food and not and walk around sometimes and not eat food?
No, you can work out.
Is it wrong to do?
No, of course it's not. But it's wrong or inappropriate or not good for you to focus and be totally possessed.
Why would you be possessed? What if you're working at some goal?
Well, you can working at a goal is fine, but the thing is to be a little more balanced about it instead of being. And I'm not saying that.
What's balanced about it?
I'm not saying that you're not. I'm just saying from. I'm not. This isn't about you, John. What I'm talking about is the human race not being so focused on things.
Yep.
They miss having a life. They miss.
Oh, don't constantly work at things and
I
don't constantly work at things.
Because I have to. Because of
Yo.
I kind of freed up my body. But I'm just saying, that's why I'm walking around here cooking.
I haven't done this kind of thing.
I can't hear anything you say while you're not in the room. You look great, Tom. You look great. You look great. You look great. Keep doing it.
Feels like it's hurting my body.
What is?
That you're filming me.
Well, you film me all the time. This is what you do to me.
What am I supposed to do? Just eat more food and become a little heavier? And
No, no,
never
John,
run
no,
again?
no.
Never
No.
run again?
No, you
Or
run.
never
Go run.
Jog?
But I haven't seen you running at all. You just...
I'm a little too heavy.
No, you're not.
That's why. Yes, even now I'm a little too heavy.
All you have to do is walk around the path up the
well-
hill. That's all you got to do.
I mean, long distance. I can run a short distance.
Well, not even run. Just walk.
I can maybe run a mile.
You don't have to run a mile.
Because I've had caffeine this morning and haven't had any food.
Right.
If I ate food, I couldn't run a mile. I couldn't run that much without hurting me. That's how borderline my weight is. So,
You look fine, John.
you know, if I ate a little food, then I wouldn't be able to work out that much unless it was weights, which doesn't, you know, at my weight, you know, I can't be running a bunch.
So why don't you go run? Why don't you go
empty
run up the
stomach.
hill? Why don't you run up the hill, or walk down the road? You know, or you know, just do the circle around the house. You know. You know. I'm going. I have to keep an eye on the stove. So if you want to talk to me, you gotta come in here.
Wow. Yo. Yo. What are those dogs doing? I guess they're okay, but they're in a fenced area for a reason.
I can't hear a word you're saying, Jeff.
Those dogs are in a fenced area for a reason. I think, unless I don't know what I'm talking about. Unless I don't know what I'm talking about. The light looked awful. I can't even see what I look like. Stupid things that don't matter as much. Calm down. Calm down. Hanging on to my health, what I have of it, and this fate through it, whatever I'm going through at this time in my life, and I hope to God that I'll be athletic when I get older, because that was a plan. That was something that for me, it was something I kind of did, you know, athletic. Sometimes I wasn't always athletic, but I'm not. It's not like I'm athletic all the time, but as I get older, I may do that. Because in front of camera too, I was working on my appearance. It doesn't mean it's gay to work on your appearance. A lot of actors they kind of do that, but it's really their work that they're doing. But then, why does The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, wake up and his main work that he does is working out every day, pretty much. Not every single day, of course. And also, a person like that is John Cena. And the difference between their body and my body is that they took steroids. So I can work out just as hard as they do, not lift quite as heavy, and I will not look like them because they took steroids to have that lower body fat and a little more muscle than I do. So they made a career. That's their main work is working on their body.
Do you
And
want,
then they work on acting too, of course,
John,
after that.
John, do you want to have breakfast?
Um,
Because John, if you eat, your metabolism goes up and you burn fat. If you starve yourself, your body the metabolism goes way down, no matter how much coffee you
not
drink.
really fasting. Have you heard of fasting?
Yes, I've done it for years.
Yes, that's what fasting is.
No,
I didn't
no,
eat 200
fasting-
calories a day. Some days I had 1,800. Sometimes I had 2,000 or 3,000. But
Fasting
some
is-
days I had 200 calories. And some
Fasting
days I
is
had
a
400
spiritual
calories.
exercise where you don't eat anything. And so Ramadan, you know what Ramadan is?
Ramadan.
You know what it is?
I don't know.
Ramadan is a spiritual practice done by Muslims during the year of East, during the same, all our holidays are almost in the same time. And so what they do is they don't eat when it's sunrise, so they try to have breakfast before sunrise and then they have dinner when sun sets. And that's Ramadan, right? So, and in that period where they don't eat or prepare food, they pray. And they pray for cleansing of themselves, healing of themselves and their family, and having a more godful life. And so that's Ramadan. That's
Well, I think
meditation.
it's possible for some of them to get into heaven.
Everyone gets into heaven, John. Everyone.
No,
Yes.
that's not what the Bible says. Some people will burn in the lake of fire for all eternity. For being wicked. For being wicked. The wicked will burn in the lake of fire for all eternity on judgment day when they're judged. We don't know which one is going to go and who's not. God knows. We may have a good feeling that we're going to get in heaven, but we don't really know, so we've got to do our best. And sometimes, we're kind of selfish. We're inherently selfish as a human race. That's why in the Bible it says, do unto others as you would do unto yourself. So the Bible acknowledges that we want to be kind to ourselves. So I guess it's okay. I think that's the only time the Bible mentions that it's okay to be kind to yourself, but I don't know exactly. There's so much information in the Bible, you'd have to look. And I'm not really into the Old Testament as much because it was written by men, mere men, regular men who sin and mess up. Not like Jesus. When the New Testament was written, it was from Jesus. Jesus is the one who came down and got that book written, and he didn't sin at all. Hi.
Jesus did what?
Got the New Testament written.
Now, there is the Greek Orthodox Bible, which Jesus actually wrote in his own hand, not letting other people write.
Orthodox Bible?
The Greek
I've never heard of it.
Well, go Google it.
Unless it's one of the Bibles or New Testament or something that like the King James or something.
No, it's not King James. It's antithetical to King James. King James is a comic book. No, it's what the Holy Roman Empire wanted to sell.
The King James is not a comic book.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
That's the Bible.
Now it's what the Roman businessmen paid pagan monks to write.
No.
Yeah. Well, were you there?
I know Jesus got the New Testament written. There are different variations of it, but it's Jesus.
It's Jesus.
It's Jesus.
And Jesus is what? Jesus is love.
God is love.
Right?
Maybe
Jesus
sometimes
is love.
Jesus.
Jesus is a Prince of Peace.
Hi.
You know?
A Prince of Peace.
Mm-hmm. Prince of Peace. Yeah.
Well, that's one way to look at it, but I've never heard it in.
You never heard that, huh?
Worded that way in the Bible because God is not a king. So how would Jesus be a prince when he comes? Jesus is really a king. When Jesus comes to earth on this during
God
the
is not
second
a
coming
king.
of Jesus,
God is not a king. God the
Jesus will
Father.
be a king on earth. Jesus will be a king on earth on Judgment Day, on the second coming of Jesus, after the tribulation, the difficulty with the devil and all the evil and sinful people and demons trying to defeat God for
That's what's
7
going on
years.
right now, John.
No,
Yes.
no, it's not that bad. When you've read the Bible enough, you know that it's okay enough out there. It's not that bad. But the Bible, when it talks about the
You don't
tribulation,
think
it's
you
really
don't
bad.
think yeah the people who they're demons out there? I mean, they're all over television. You know?
No, people are not demons.
Sure they are.
No,
They're
demons
demonic.
are fallen
You've never
angels.
heard that term? They're
Demons are
demonic.
fallen
You know
angels.
that's the Catholic Church has exorcisms to
That's
drive the
demons
demons out of
controlling.
people.
That's demons controlling a human being.
Right.
They're still a human being.
But they're doing demonic acts.
A demon and the devil can control human beings, so they act almost just like the devil.
Mm-hmm.
It's really scary. That's why they can look like the Illuminati and stuff, but they'll still die a regular.
Illuminati is nothing, John. Just a bunch of guys.
I think they'll live a regular length of time unless there are human beings who are like somehow they live a lot longer. Like he thinks they're trillionaires or something that are like Illuminati, but I don't believe that. It'd still be human, and we haven't figured out how to live that much longer. We can maybe live 120 years the most, 80 years, you know, not that long. Okay. Hi. Eesh.
Who is this? Matt. Yeah, good question. So hey, John.
Yeah.
What was Matt's name?
Matt Loss.
Matt Loss?
Matt Loss.
How do you spell loss?
Like a loss.
Could you spell it?
Loss.
Loss. Matt Loss.
You can look him up on.
Can you?
You already blocked him.
No, I know I did that, but I also kind of.
I'm gonna pee.
So I go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Let's see. Matt Loss. It says Matt Loss, financial advisor, Edward Jones, professor. I don't think this is him. It's how it spells his name, but. Washington Road, Suite 102, Augusta, Georgia, 3099. Oh, there's his phone number, 706-738-2983. I don't think that's the guy. That's his picture. This is Matt Loss, but I don't think that's it. And a lot of people said it was John, but I don't think so because the night before when Matt first showed up and was seemingly, benign, John was on the chat, so he was down here talking and Matt showed up, so I don't think it's him. I don't think it's Canary. John, you want some food?
Okay. I haven't done this, so I'm gonna see if I can do a record a record, maybe a world record or something of how many curls I can do with 25-pound weights. Never tried it with those before. I've worked out with them a tiny bit, but I work out with the heavier ones. Work out with the heavier ones. Hi. Hey. Oh.
Hey, John.
Yeah,
So I looked up this Matt Rock guy here, right?
I'm doing something.
What are you doing?
You just look up Matt Loss, go to his channel, go to About, and click on the flag and click block.
Right? No. The block thing, he's blocked. I just want to go look at his channel and see what he's talking and looking at.
If he's blocked, you may not be able to see him, or you may. I guess you still can.
No, I can see him on, I can see his shows. I can't take part of them, but I can watch his stuff just like you can watch this. And
You go to Matt Loss, you look him up on there.
yeah, but I did.
You go to search and look him up.
Yeah,
You
well.
click on the one that has a blue M, a white M with a blue background as a circle as his icon.
Can you do
And
that
you go
for me?
to
Can you do that for me?
what?
Can you do what you did? You know, go to search.
No, I can't do it. I already did it the other time. I'm doing something else.
Come on, John.
I'm doing
I always
something else.
drop everything for you. I'm always here for you. I'm always doing everything for you. You can't do that one little thing for me.
Where, on your phone or?
Yeah, on my phone.
Okay. Matt Loss. I don't know. Somebody who had said mean things or whatever you want to block. He's not that
I
bad.
don't want to block him. I just want to see what he's doing. See, that's not him.
Filters. Go to filter. Type channel. Is that him? He had like 2 followers. I don't know. He has videos of you on his channel that he just filmed.
That him?
No, Matt Bringle. Apparently you can't see him because you blocked him. I don't know why.
No. He was there.
I don't know why. I went all the way to the top and it doesn't. I don't know why. It doesn't show because you blocked him or something.
No, that's not it. Because we blocked him and then there he was. Anyway, in Atlanta, the real deal is, Matt is, that's a boogeyman. And, you can do one or two things with the boogeyman. You can be scared of the boogeyman, I'm kind of scared of everything. And, that's why I'm here, and try to help him. We're gonna go down town, right, and we're gonna see if we can, he wants to go see his kids. I wanna drive across.
20.
And, you know, okay. One of the president John was the equal snake too. Well, so that's what it is, you know, again. Very important.
Wow. That was something different. Whoa. Dum 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 dum. Yo.
But John, why'd you run around the hill?
No. Yo. Hi. Okay. I gotta pee. Kind of. Phew. I gotta pee. I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta use the bathroom. I feel okay. That was a new workout that I hadn't quite really done with those lighter weights. That felt pretty good. I did a little more than I regularly do. And I've already worked. Apparently, I do not look near good enough for people to be watching even whatever I did.
Basically, he popped in and said, "Hey, I want to buy John's school, right? I'll give you $500,000, and I know his face, pulling my leg. But, we talked a little bit, and then he left. He said, I want to make porno movies with John,
I don't. Did he really say that?
Yeah, Matt Law said that.
Oh, that's awful.
He wanted to put you in a cage and fuck you in the asshole.
What? He didn't say
Yeah,
that.
he did. On the chat.
He said are we waxed and vaxxed?
Yes.
That's what he said.
No, that's what.
He said other stuff
Yeah, he
too?
said, oh yeah, boy, did he ever say other stuff.
Oh, that's awful.
Right. And so, you know, and I said, well, you know,
Who cares?
yes.
I'm not some homophobe.
So, so anyway, you know, he had that, and I said, yeah, right. So, you know, I said, this place is worth more than 500. It's worth $1 million. And if you want John in the movies, he's gonna have to be $300 million an hour, right? So, anyway, and then he came back last night and was even more annoying. And you know, I give everyone the shadow of the doubt. You know, I don't just pop them off, right? And I was using my phone. John showed me, oh look, you can use your phone. I wasn't using my other platform, but I'm a little more comfortable. And so, you want to eat that fruit, John? That'd be really good for what you did. You know, fruit is great to have. See, John, he's left his phone videoing me without me knowing it, and now he's switching it onto his body.
No.
And so anyway, so this. I'm done. Now you can disrupt them. Hey, you know, I don't like to do it. I know that you can block these.
Oh, that really helped my legs.
Hearing on you, but you can't block them from watching, right?
No
For some
definition.
reason, John doesn't want me to be able to see this guy because maybe John Birmingham is Matt Loss, you know?
No, it's not. He's not.
But I don't think so because Matt Loss was talking to John and I.
Now it feels awful.
Instead of having a lot of people say,
It's okay. Awful.
So, and like one of you said, I think it was Tool said, you know, John is the people's saint of truth. And it is so true. John can't help himself but tell the truth. Every time he opens his
I'm a
mouth,
regular man.
Every time he goes on about stuff, he is just laying it down in a more metaphysical sense. And that's why
I'm a man.
John, you know, he is the people's saint of truth. You know? And that means not God's saint, but the people's saint of truth. And, you know, he goes on and on about the Bible, and he's just representing, you know, so. But back to Matt Boy, and his name is Matt Loss, you know, what's a Matt? Someone who's being stepped on all the time. Loss, he never can see the positive side to anything, so that's Matt Loss.
Well,
So what he really did, which was unbelievable, he had, you know, when John showed me his channel, and he showed it to me like this, but now he can't do it for some reason, you know. And it isn't that, I know it's not because I blocked him.
I think it's because you blocked him.
Because no, we blocked him, and then I still could see him, right? I could see his channel. And the only reason I can't see him now is because I was trying to get rid of things on my toolbar so it wasn't so clogged up. And I inadvertently got rid of it, right? But Matt Loss is that, something that he's always stepped on.
I know who Matt Loss is, I think.
No,
Hugh Janus. He's Hugh Janus. Who else would make videos of you and show stuff? He changed his name and he started a new channel. It's gotta be Hugh Janus.
I don't know.
He had all these videos about you.
Okay. Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, when I looked at Matt
Look
Loss's
up Hugh.
channel, it was like, he had a shrine to me. You know, it was like really,
Hugh Janus
really.
has a real, not a shrine, but he has like 100 videos all about us, or 80 or something.
Okay, so anyway, what Matt did was, he watched
Potatoes.
a great deal, yeah. John, yes,
Yeah.
right there.
Good old Jolly Time failure. John Birmingham laughing with a fat neck. Christmas time failure, might as well die.
You're not a Christmas failure,
No.
and you want defined by how fat your neck is. You know? So, watch the
Is
video.
this one to eat?
Yeah, they're all there to eat. Yeah,
Okay.
they're all there to eat. They're all for you. Made it all for you. Right. Anyway, so Matt had gone on and watched a lot of videos, watched everyone who's on the cadre. And at one point, he started making unbelievably cruel remarks about each individual people, about the things that they were open enough to share with us. He made, he made tormental remarks, right? And on the same level, when John talks about the river of hell, that's kind of what level he was at. He was demonic.
River of hell.
So,
The lake of fire. That sounds about the same. That sounds.
yeah, lake of
It's
fire,
your way of
river
talking.
hell,
It's your way of talking.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So, bottom line, I was so upset because I could feel how everyone just went,
The river of hell.
and their hearts were broken. So,
No,
I'm
it's
using
not.
my line.
The lake of fire. That's what it's hell.
So, I was using my phone, so I didn't know how to navigate it, and I went up and just went there, and instead of
You follow
getting
God,
rid of
God
him,
your own way. That's a lot like the Bible.
it's a lot like the Bible. Yeah.
Some people do that. They say things.
John, I read the Bible. I read the Bible.
They're following the Bible and the New Testament, and they're good in their own way, and then they're righteous enough, and they get into heaven. And some of them maybe didn't even say they're
Heaven
Christian.
and hell
Maybe-
is right here,
but
and
it's
that was
unlikely.
what's in hell.
Okay.
So, but he so hurt so many people last night. I tried to get rid of him, and he, instead of getting rid of him, I gave him the wrench. And then he went and blocked everyone, so no one could get it. So people had to come back and get different names. So and that was very traumatic to everybody, right? And
Where's the protein?
it's in there.
Bro, where's the protein?
The eggs.
Protein's good.
The eggs.
Protein
The
is
eggs.
healthy for anyone.
eggs.
I think anyone.
Eggs.
Besides
Eggs. Didn't you get the eggs?
I don't want eggs.
Well, that was the
There
protein.
are chickens down there.
That-
They're trying to make babies. Or they're trying to make a baby chicken. I think.
So,
I don't know. I'm gonna close the door.
yeah, that's a good idea. It's getting a little nippy.
No.
No.
Yes.
Nah. It's like 58.
It's still a little nippy for me. Anyway, so he did that. I tried to bop him off. I
Palm
gave him the
trees.
wrench.
Here.
And then John was like a superhero. He went bing, 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 found him and blocked him, right?
Dear God and
And now
Jesus,
John can't seem to
bring warm weather to the southeastern United States.
Oh man,
the east,
baby,
the
there's
East Coast.
there is a
warm weather. No more cold winters.
oh baby, we're going to have a cold
Jesus.
winter. We're having icing. They
Dear
go on
God and
about
Jesus.
global warming. They don't want to talk about the ice
Warm
age
climate.
that's
We'll have
heading our
palm
way
trees, and
this
David Lee
year.
Roth will drive around in a Ferrari after he implants his blonde hair again, maybe, and he gets to be like the old David Lee Roth. But he will be old. Right before he dies, he get and he's driving down the street in a red Ferrari from 1985 in his palm trees, and I paid him $10,000 to do it, or $8,000 to do it right before I died. Yeah, I got David Lee Roth in my movie, and then I wore a wig, played him when I was young, and then I got to do the famous stuff that I thought would be so cool one day to do. Maybe, but that's not gonna happen. But I hope the warm weather is in this climate, and it's no longer a cold climate in the winter. God, amen. As long as it's good and no one gets hurt, amen. Okay. Are these just potatoes and carbs? Oh wait.
Eggs,
Oh, eggs. Okay.
eggs
I got
and
it.
cheese.
Uh-oh. I don't want to take the cheese. Maybe I won't eat it. I'll have the potatoes. No.
The fruit.
Oh.
Have the fruit. They don't eat the potatoes. Eat the fruit. don't go for processed food. Fruit, John, fruit. Right there, fruit.
What if it weighs me down? I don't even need any food.
Whatever, John. Right, and so the real blessing of Matt, the doormat, is that he can be the guy that gets stepped on all the time, and I can feel sorry for that, right? I can pity Matt, boss, right? But what he did for us was show that we are a cadre, because it only took about 30 minutes. Right? And coming back together in the boat. So,
Hey, dandoti tondi tote.
and what does that mean, John?
No get away.
What
No backside.
What are you talking? Or are you just making fun of East Asian people?
No, no. What does East Asian have to do with? No get backside, gotta go away. No get backside, go away. No get backside, get away, no get. No, we don't do backside. We don't do that. It was an anxiety thought. No get away. Anxiety, get away from it. Hey, what's he doing? He wants to open this. Precious wants what Precious wants. No. No, he's not. He doesn't do that. No. Gotta get my kids. Gotta get my kids. Best go get some bacon. Pickup truck. Hardy's food. Make sure to get the OJ. Shit, don't ever call it OJ. It's orange juice. You make sure to do all that across the entire nation. And then, no. Never mind. No. I won't do it. I won't do it. I don't have to do that to go out there, do I? No. Where's the tripod? Where's the tripod? Not get away. I don't see any tripod. I don't see any tripod. I don't see any tripod. Must be downstairs. Al's filming a video, something or another. Let's turn the video off, I guess. No, I don't want to. Let's keep filming. You need a tripod. Make sure to go down the steps slow to be kind to others. Wow, that was a good leg workout. Wow.
Use that word to spell, Herbert's doom, right? When, all the people.
Pervert's Doom. Maybe he was trying to make a movie. That's the name of that guy's film he was trying to make of us. Pervert's Doom.
Pervert?
No, I'm not. I'm not one. Maybe I looked at the internet too many times.
I'm not that.
No, I didn't. I'm good. I don't know where the tripod is. I looked everywhere for it. But Would I want to carry this giant thing? Not right now. It's not that big. I don't know where the tripod is.
No. Okay, you're a sociopath. This is how you.
I'm not. I'm not.
You're not a sociopath?
Nope.
Why? How come you're not a sociopath?
Because I know it's bad. It does. I don't like it. Worker of unrighteousness. That's what a sociopath is. They work relentlessly in a selfish way, no matter how mean they are in their thoughts and intent and the things they're doing, and they lie about it to pretend they didn't be mean. Worker of unrighteousness. That's kind of like a sociopath. I don't know where my tripod is. Oh, here it is. I could eat. No, I don't want to eat anything. I'm gonna not eat. I'm gonna not eat. I'm gonna get a caffeine. I haven't had it long enough, and I can have it all day today. I think. Maybe that's wrong. I think that's wrong. To kind of have something to go to, more caffeine until I fall asleep, and then won't have any tomorrow because of how many workouts and stuff I did today. Maybe, but this has Zevia in it. I don't know. Oh. Where's my cup of, oh, no, shit, forget that. I'll have to have Zevia. I don't see how that would weigh me down. It has no calories. Can't, I guess. Or maybe, it's not NutraSweet. So I think this, but if it was NutraSweet, as long as you're staying active, I don't know. Fasting. What am I going to do? Finally sit down. I've done a lot of workouts. My legs are kind of exhausted right now, but they may feel better from working out. I did push-ups. I did curls, military press, leg lunges with these, many sets. Then I went downstairs and did some there. Did jumping jack with the lighter ones, with the lighter weights. And then I did jumping jacks. And been up since 5 something in the morning. Only had 1 spoonful of food. I'm trying to fast and lose the weight that I had gained in a few days. I'm not having coffee. Now I'm looking, here looking for the tripod. No, here's good. Yeah, he's good. He's good. I was thinking my thoughts of someone I know. I can actually sit down. I can sit down. No. Yep. I gotta pee. I'm gonna plug this in so it keeps filming. I gotta pee. Put on some of that techno. No. Don't need that. This is funny. If anyone has an Alexa out there who's watching it, my voice will talk on your Alexa. Here's how you announce things like it's an intercom if you have different Alexas in your house. Alexa, announce.
What's the announcement?
Hi everyone, I'm in your house. It's John Birmingham. Ronald McDonald. Oh man, what a little penis he must have.
Hey, John, when do you want to go downtown?
Alexa, announce.
What's the announcement?
Going downtown, gonna beat up drunks, got 6 of us, and bring me beer, said right. Right now.
Announcing.
Going downtown, gonna beat up drunks, got 6 of us, and bring me beer, said right.
John, what did you just say? And when do you want to go downtown?
Alexa, announce.
What's the announcement?
I'm afraid to go downtown because I had an anxiety that people round up minorities or racists or anyone for a political reason, like they might round someone up. And so I said that really loud at my parents' house, and now I think this would be an opportunity where I can't even go downtown because I'm afraid they'll round me up like they did to black people, or like a real liberal nowadays would round up the Nazi kind of Republicans.
Announcing.
I'm afraid to go downtown because I had an anxiety that people round up minorities or racists or anyone for a political reason, like they might round someone up. And so I said that really loud at my parents' house, and now I think this would be an opportunity where I can't even go downtown because I'm afraid they'll round me up like they did to black people, or like a real liberal nowadays would round up the Nazi kind of Republicans. Republicans. Pete.
John, let's just go to your parents' house like you planned to drop off your car.
Alexa, announce.
What's the announcement?
Okay.
Announcing.
Okay. Finally take it easy. Having had any artificial sweeteners and days. Haven't had any caffeine. Not gonna hurt me to have it this one time. I'm gonna drink some caffeine with no sugar added, whatever it is. It'd be cool if it had no sugar added drinks, like no artificial sweeteners, no sugar, but it had the flavor of the thing with no sugar, no artificial sweeteners. Then you wouldn't get anything bad for you, and you could drink it and be like, I wonder what that would taste like. I wonder why they don't have that kind of soda, unless it's sparkling water has a little bit of taste. But that's a little bit. Like, I wonder how if they put the real like flavorings in it that are natural without any sugar or fake sugar, added sugar. That would taste pretty good. Had to get that in right before I got to actually not have to work at things or constantly do things. I'm selfish. I worked at my health today. I worked at my physical fitness. Now I gotta figure out how to get to my parents' house and calm down enough to go there. So don't think about it too much. Oh, cool. Let's see these not gains. See these gay. Is it gains? I was gonna say gains. Oh, this is okay. Well, this is okay. This is the midsection that I'd like to get way better that some people already have. Yep. My muscles are very strong. I'd like to get more definition here. I don't know what it'll be like going to my parents' house. I don't know what it will be like. Because this kid might show up. He might be watching it right now. He's Rowan's friend. He's my cousin or nephew. And he lifts weights and he's really into his appearance. He looks really good. And he's only like a teenager. He's still a child. And his mom's there. I know his mom. I'm friends with, she's my cousin. Maybe I'll stretch. Maybe I'll stretch. Stretch after doing a workout. Maybe I'll stretch. That was awesome. Fuck away from my backside. No, not my backside. Just touching my body in a way that makes me feel like I don't look as good. It makes me uncomfortable and makes me feel like a little bit of stress. And then you just gotta say, oh, who cares, you know? Wow, it made me look way better to even think something. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's watching. I think 2 people are watching, but maybe I can't tell. It's hard to see this far away. 0. But somebody may be watching. Sometimes there are more. Nobody here. I'd like to get Rowan here. Well, Al's downstairs. I'd like to get Rowan here. If Danica's not going to move. She's like afraid to, I don't know. Yo. Whoa. Somebody's watching. Yo. I did workouts today. Somebody commented and I don't know what it said.
I'm probably gonna, I don't know. I'll probably try to see what it. A. Hi. I really did my legs today and my upper body. And my upper body worked out. I'm gonna stretch. Might as well not show this face right now. Gonna stretch. Gonna stretch. The cat is outside again. I gotta pee. I gotta pee. I gotta pee. I gotta pee. That ain't good for a man, fully grown man to do. Point like that little kid did who had to pee, and that he pointed at his own parts because he had to pee. And he was an extra or an actor in a movie. This kid, it shows him pointing at his private parts because he had to go pee. But they said, why is this kid doing it? Isn't it some big movie, like The Wizard of Oz? No, it wasn't The Wizard of Oz. It was something. He pointed at it. He was on the side of the extra. He points right at his penis because he really had to go pee, or he had to go pee. I guess I'll do some more push-ups because I feel like I really don't look the way I want to look, and I want to make sure I'm healthy enough that. Hi, I'm doing push-ups. I'm doing push-ups. It's kind of hot in here. I noticed it when the cat came in. He doesn't like it when it's hot. Gotta clean up this floor where I gave him food. It's a miracle having a hair. I guess it's just how it is. Hey. Doing a stretch. Stretching my legs. Carefully stretching. You. Hi, people. Thinking about. Ooh. Ooh, that looks awful on my face. Whew. That still looked awful on my face. That's why I'm working out to not look that way. That's what a workout feels awful. When I looked like that and still had to keep working out, and I still looked that awful because I ate one bite of a potato today. That face, see that? And that looks fucking awful. It's not how I want to feel, that I feel really good and happy. Yeah, it doesn't look, I don't like the way it looks. So I'm gonna keep working out to work off that one bite of potato that I ate. Because it's like a compromise between what I want for me and what Al wants to get along for the things that he helps me be like you know, it's like a friend, another person, rather than being all alone for 6 years, working constantly with people like someone out there thinking that I never worked a single day when I was working 14 hours a day the entire fucking time. That's how it feels. Right now I'm alone, but they want to act like I'm gay for having one human interaction and one human interaction in my life, or allowed, you know. They want to put me to fucking work constantly. That's why caffeine sucks. It's like the drug they gave people to go to war. I don't know. It's like this guy killed himself who was my age because he was always constantly working, like it wasn't good enough. He felt like he was a little failure and all this stuff about him. He wanted to die. He felt like he didn't do enough. He was constantly working every day, all the time, being there for his wife and kids. He was married. He was a little different from me. And he felt bad about himself. He had a bald head. I think he didn't like the way he looked. He felt like awful inside. He wasn't doing anything for himself, and he was constantly working at things. You know, I constantly work at, but I don't know if it's called, I don't know if I directly get the money instantly, but I've found ways that I can work at things that I'm able to work at without it being too, like, wow, I couldn't do some things. You know, I can't. You can't take someone and make them go to work at whatever you want them to work at. You know, that amount of constant work does not fit into any category that this person here feels like making this person constantly work with blinders on. It doesn't really work that way. But that's why I got to, you know, my parents didn't do that to me, because that's why I got to be like a famous person. Look at me. I mean, I got to do music, films, videos, art, stuff like that. So apparently most everyone out there didn't really get to do that stuff. So I was willing to work that relentlessly at it, that was a possibility for me. Whereas my little sister, she didn't care that much when she was younger. She was meek, kind, good. She went through a lot of difficulty and suffered and struggled. And people made fun of her, their sin, looked down on her. And then she got like really confident, and she started going out there and doing, like, you know, she's like really confident, does all this big stuff, but she's a little more sinful now. She became like they were to her, like everyone else was, kind of a little more sinful, made fun of people a little bit for being fat or their face not looking good enough. They made fun of her. And then she tried, I don't want to say what she's like, but she's a little more sinful, but she goes to church. She's not that bad. And I try to help her to be a more kind human being. I try to get her to follow God and Jesus. And I talked to her about it. So I'm going to sit down. I may turn the video off. I don't know. I'm exhausted. I finally got to work out a little bit better. Hopefully my face doesn't look that awful. It's like, yeah, feed him carbs, like more food. It's been like, I don't know. That's not that bad. He was trying to help me be mentally balanced, and I had to really work out today. I'm not going to worry about it. And I'd like to be with my wife and kids, but maybe, you know, maybe she's not even my wife anymore. She's probably not my wife. We did get a divorce 10 years ago, so I don't know. I don't know what. Maybe I'm thinking it's more ideal somewhere else. Like, if, you know, but I've done really well for myself, for who I am, where I am. I think I've done okay. I think I've done okay. I think. But no one has ever told me. No one has ever told me that. I think no one has ever told me that. So how would I know unless I'm the one who stands up for it to be what it is, and hopes to God by working constantly, and leaves all those results up to God. Now I leave all the results up to God, and then it is however God wants it to be. But I stand up for what I have too, so I don't lose what I have. That's what God says to do, to get ready for the tribulation. Don't let the stuff that you have go. But that's doesn't really pertain to stuff. But I don't know. Maybe I worked hard or something. I don't like the way my face looks in the mirror right now. It's like something telling me if I put makeup on, I look better, or something for my age. Is something bothered me. I ate too many potatoes. I ate too much food. I don't know what it is. Didn't feel as good. Maybe I look okay. I don't know. Doesn't look that good to me. Like right now, I'm looking at myself in the mirror. It looks like I have a fat neck. And it's like, hey, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna put on a shirt to cover up my body so I don't have to worry about it. The way I look. Like that sucks having to constantly work at things. Like you feel like you need to get to just have things be okay without having to constantly work at it. That guy, that sucked. That man killed himself. He was 44. He had a wife. She talked about it on something. And he was married to her and had his kids with him, and he still killed himself because he was constantly having to work, felt like it wasn't good enough. He felt like he was a failure. He didn't get the results he wanted, and he was always having to work like it wasn't good enough, like driven by a fear. If he let go of that fear, didn't worry at all, and was like, who cares? And he got like, instead of his bald head worrying about it, maybe shaved his head and started working out instead, and like acting cool or something for himself, so he didn't feel like a little put bald guy and had a beer gut or something like that, and you're like, no, I'm a loser, and he made him want to die. So maybe if he felt happier about his appearance and stuff, then he'd be like, I don't know, maybe he could have gotten implants. Those new, now you can have hair. Anyone who doesn't have hair pretty much can have hair nowadays, and it looks real. Look at Elon Musk. Elon Musk, he was going bald when he was like 20. And it's not expensive. I looked it up. It's like $2,000 to $8,000. So anyone with $8,000 or whatever, 4,000, can implant that hair into their head and have beautiful hair. And the hairline looks real. Usually, if you go to the right doctor and make sure you do it right. So it's like I don't want to. Thank God I don't have to. But if it ever all fell out, I'd probably do that. I wouldn't even care. Like nowadays, it looks so real. Look at Elon Musk hair. He has this beautiful, young-looking hair, And when he was like 20 years old, it looked like he was really starting to go bald. Unless he ate a bunch of vitamin, I don't know. I think he implanted the hair into his head, and I've seen they can do that now. So Stallone or whatever. That's not his real hair. He was starting to go bald a little bit back in, I think, in his 50s. I was noticing back then when I follow those famous people. But like their hair is like, I don't know, it's not that big of a deal. But you don't want to end up looking like too fake. But nowadays the surgery is so real that I don't know what it would look like. It's like the next level of doing that stuff or something. I don't know, because I had a dream about somebody in my dream who was like 70, but he looked like young, and he worked out, and he was kind of strong. It was like kind of weird, but he was a good person. He was like, I don't know. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. But I do. I don't want to go out there. Maybe I'm supposed to go. What am I gonna do? Where's my jacket? sure to cover up your body. And then touch the. Make sure to cover up your body. You don't make anyone feel like it's not fair. Looks like you have a fat neck, dude. It's fat, real fat. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no! This is awful. I don't want to die from that. I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to go out to my parents' house. It's not their fault. They don't understand. Why does he look like a super athlete? They don't know. I'm afraid to go to their house. I'd rather go to LA. I can be myself, put makeup on, or feel like it. Go out there with makeup on, dress however I feel like, as long as it's falling, of course, falling on the wall. I'm not a fucking idiot, or it's not inappropriate. And I can go out there, be myself, and not worry. I have to pee. I hope I'm not pushing everyone away and blaming it on others. I hope I'm not pushing the cat away because blaming you for making me feel like I had to pee, like you wanted me to just accept it and be at peace and not worry at all about the way I look because I had to pee and my stomach was sticking out and you wanted me to just don't worry about it and lay in a bed because I blamed you. Obviously, it wasn't your fault. And I was trying to blame you for not being good enough, thinking I had to constantly work at things or else I'd die or not die. But thank God I'm not gonna die if I just take it easy. What's the worst that would happen? I'd work out some other day when I didn't have any food. The worst of it, I wasn't working out every day. I like to work out every day and eat less food. So now I'm like, wow, awesome. Feeling good in the sun. Not too much sun, of course. Sun turned into an anxiety. Like it burned my fucking face to even mention it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I'd go to my parents' house. Because without how Al is, I don't know. And how my parents are, I don't know. He you maybe want to go somewhere else and leave me at my parents' house with my wife and my kids. Hey, she's my wife. We live around each other, comfortable around each other, we can be ourselves. Of course, that was like, I'd always be 100% myself without food. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the purpose. No. Maybe I'll go to my parents' house, but of course I wouldn't be allowed to film when I went out there to have something enjoyable to do. Of course, that likely wouldn't even be allowed. I don't see what why we keep living. I'm not gonna worry about it. I can't even think of it anymore. So I probably can't even go to their house. Let alone go anywhere else in this town. If it was LA, I could walk down the street and be myself, no matter how I looked. I had blue hair, shaved head, paint a little bit. That wasn't hurting my lungs. It wasn't hurting my fucking lungs. There's another anxiety. Is this from the caffeine? Constant anxiety trying to push me to constantly work? No. I learned from Al how to let it go and not worry anymore. I'm not gonna worry anymore, I think. I don't know. It's like afraid to finally not work at anything anymore. Like it would like as if it would hurt you or something. I don't know. Somebody cover up my body. I don't know if I look good enough or awful, or I don't know what I look like. Cover up my body with a sweatshirt and eat food. I think that's what I'll do, because I don't know what else to do. This looks so awful right here. This looks so fat. Like, how could I possibly not be just working out and dieting? It looks awful. But I'm gonna have to not worry about that and realize I look different in different light. And that's just something trying to annoy me into thinking that I had to go and constantly do something like go out there or do something. It's fear. It's fear that drives people to do things, and you don't have to listen to it. It doesn't mean anything. It's fear. Don't let the fear drive you. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't mean anything. Hey, see, there's nobody there. I was thinking that he said something. No. It was in my brain because I had all that caffeine. It was like, yep, trying to think that somebody was mean. His car's not even there. That's why I noticed, like, I thought, sometimes I could tell if that man was there. And then it didn't make any sense anyway. How could I have heard him? He's so far away, I can't even see where his house is that much. Ridiculous. Great. There's a home. This has a good view. Good view. Good view. Okay, you better go inside. I think it's time to not worry about my appearance. Leave that open. It's a nice day. It is a really nice day. There's the cat food. It is a nice day. I don't care if I have to pee. I'm going to go down there and eat food. Better put shoes on. Better put shoes on. Because, I looked at young women on the internet. That's what sense that actually makes. Because my peers now are older. And I've got to act like or feel like I'm older. But that's wrong. That's wrong. I know that's wrong. I'm able to be with people my age too. But for a while I had to be with older people because I looked at young women on the internet. And now I know it's okay again because I've been very kind. That looked awful. I've been very kind. Apparently, it's not about my face.
Name, and you will see the tab unlocked. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just put make it there and see what happens.
I'm not going out there for a good time for me. You can maybe go out yourself. Just go out and do some fun stuff.
Okay. I'll go shopping.
You want to drive in my car and get the oil changed and get an inspection. You can talk to him. I'll give you $200
John, can we talk about it after?
or 100 or
Can
whatever.
we talk about it after we do this?
Okay.
Okay, we'll talk about it after.
Bye. 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 I'm gonna go. Be kind to others. Follow God and Jesus. Follow God and Jesus, and be kind to others, and be good. Do God's work. Do God's work. Please, God, help us be okay by doing your work on earth and being kind and good and being okay, and help us to get into heaven by being good people, and help us be okay now.
That's why, John, it's the people.
No, that's not me. That ain't me.
Yeah, you're the people's saint of truth.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Bye. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. I'll talk to you a little bit when I'm done with this, but I'm in.